Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of natural vitamin D. You know, that essential nutrient that's more like a hormone playing a crucial role in bone health, immune function, and even mood regulation. We're going to break down how you can optimize your vitamin D levels naturally through sunlight, delicious foods, and yes, even some clever supplementation strategies. Now, many of you might be thinking vitamin D, isn't that the sunshine vitamin? And you're absolutely right, but there's a lot more to it than just soaking up some rays. We'll explore the science behind how your body actually makes vitamin D from sunlight exposure, and I'll give you practical tips on how to maximize your body's natural vitamin D production. But hey, we all know that sunshine isn't always on our side, right? So we'll also be diving deep into the best food sources of vitamin D, from fatty fish to fortified foods. And I'll give you the inside scoop on how to make sure you're getting enough of this vital nutrient through your diet. Let's get started. All right, let's talk about the sunshine vitamin. Why is it called that? Well, it's because your body has this incredible ability to produce vitamin D naturally when your skin is exposed to sunlight, specifically UVB rays. Think of your skin as a solar panel, converting sunlight into this essential nutrient. Now here's how it works. When UVB rays hit your skin, they interact with a substance called 7-dehydrocholesterol, a precursor to vitamin D. This interaction triggers a chemical reaction that transforms 7-dehydrocholesterol into vitamin D3, the most potent form of vitamin D. Pretty cool, right? But here's the thing, the amount of vitamin D your body produces can vary depending on a few factors. Skin tone, for example, plays a role. Darker skin has more melanin, which acts as a natural sunscreen, meaning it might take a bit longer to produce the same amount of vitamin D compared to lighter skin tones. Age is another factor. As we get older, our skin's ability to produce vitamin D naturally declines. And of course, we can't forget about the season and where you live. During winter months, or if you live in higher latitudes, the UVB rays are weaker, making it harder to produce vitamin D from sunlight alone. So, how much sun exposure is enough? Well, general guidelines suggest that around 10 to 15 minutes of midday sun exposure, with a good portion of your skin exposed a few times a week, can be sufficient for most people. However, it's always best to check with your doctor to determine the right amount of sun exposure for you, especially if you have any underlying health conditions. Remember, while sunlight is a fantastic source of vitamin D, it's essential to practice sun safety. Always wear sunscreen with an SPF of 30 or higher if you're spending prolonged periods outdoors to protect your skin from harmful UV radiation. Now let's talk about how to get your vitamin D from the food you eat. While sunlight is the most efficient way to boost your vitamin D levels, incorporating certain foods into your diet can provide a helpful boost, especially during those times when sunshine is scarce. Let's start with the superstars of the vitamin D world, fatty fish. Think salmon, mackerel, tuna, and sardines. These oily fish are loaded with vitamin D, with a 100-gram serving of salmon packing a whopping 500 to 1,000 IU of vitamin D, depending on whether it's wild-caught or farmed. Next up, we have fish liver oils, particularly cod liver oil. This potent oil has been a traditional source of vitamin D for centuries, and for good reason. Just 1 tablespoon can provide you with over 1,000 IU of vitamin D, along with other essential nutrients like vitamin A and omega-3 fatty acids. Don't forget about egg yolks. While not as high in vitamin D as fatty fish or cod liver oil, egg yolks still offer a decent amount, with 1 large yolk providing around 40 IU. So next time you're making breakfast, don't skip the yolk. Now, for those who enjoy a bit of offal, beef liver is another excellent source of vitamin D. A 100-gram serving can provide you with around 40 to 50 IU of vitamin D, along with a good dose of iron and other essential nutrients. And here's an interesting one. Mushrooms. Just like humans, certain types of mushrooms can produce vitamin D when exposed to UV light. Look for UV-exposed mushrooms at your local grocery store. Or if you're feeling adventurous, you can even buy mushroom kits and grow your own vitamin D-rich fungi at home. Now, let's talk about fortified foods. While not technically natural sources of vitamin D, fortified foods have become a significant contributor to our vitamin D intake in modern times. Food manufacturers add vitamin D to certain foods to help bridge the nutritional gap and ensure that people are getting enough of this essential nutrient. One of the most common fortified foods is milk. Most cow's milk sold in stores is fortified with vitamin D, with 1 cup typically providing around 100 IU. And the good news is that many plant-based milk alternatives, such as soy milk, almond milk, and oat milk, are also fortified with similar levels of vitamin D. Breakfast cereals are another major source of fortified vitamin D. Many breakfast cereal brands add vitamin D to their products, often providing 10 to 25% of the recommended daily intake per serving. So, if you're a cereal enthusiast, check the nutrition label to see how much vitamin D you're getting in your bowl. Orange juice is another beverage that's commonly fortified with vitamin D. Some brands add vitamin D to their orange juice, providing a convenient way to boost your intake while enjoying a refreshing drink. And finally, we have margarine. While not as popular as it once was, margarine is often fortified with vitamin D, with 1 tablespoon providing around 20 IU. So if you're a margarine user, check the label to see if it contains added vitamin D. Remember, while fortified foods can be a helpful way to increase your vitamin D intake, it's essential to consume them as part of a balanced diet. Overconsumption of certain fortified foods could lead to excessive intake of other nutrients, so moderation is key. That's it for today's deep dive into the world of natural vitamin D. We've covered a lot of ground, from harnessing the power of sunlight to exploring the best food sources. Remember, maintaining adequate vitamin D levels is crucial for overall health and well-being, supporting everything from strong bones to a robust immune system. Now, I know incorporating all of this information into your daily life can seem like a lot, but even small changes can make a big difference. Start by incorporating a few servings of vitamin D-rich foods into your weekly meals, and try to get a little bit of safe sunshine exposure whenever possible. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more health tips and information. Stay healthy and get your daily dose of vitamin D.